Welcome to Adobe Live. I am your host, Kristine Arth, and I am here with Alex Lazaris. Hey,
Hello.
Alex.
Hi.
He is of We Are Lazarus out of Portland. Not Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
That's right. So yesterday we had Alex on, and we were busy designing some saucy packaging. Maybe we could take us through a little bit of that opening of what we did yesterday that'll lead us into what we're going to do today, because we're going to get into dimension, yeah?
We are getting dimensionalized.
Oh, we're going to dimensionalize. I like
get
it.
Crazy in dimension.
All right.
But yeah, yesterday we were just starting to get a little bit spicy with some of the packaging work.
Yes, we
A
were.
lot of type system stuff.
Lots of sauce names.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Lots
chat helped us out with 1 million sauce names, at least 1 million.
We learned a lot of new languages.
Yeah, we did.
For fire, but I'm having a hard time remembering which ones are which. So
Oh, me too, except
now I
for
just have the
fuoco.
words. Fuoco.
I was like, I know that one. It's Italiano.
Exactly. Other than that, I think I know the Polish one is Pozar.
Oh, good. Yeah, we've got some Comic Sans in there, so this is great. Maybe chat, you can say hello to us. Oh, Eric Seuss says that Oregon's awesome.
Oregon is awesome.
Oregon. I like the way he spelled it too.
Oregon.
Oh, and for those of you who are here, we have got Sticker Mule today. So if you're in chat and you are chatting with us, you have the chance to win 100 free stickers. So, we'll put the countdown on a little bit later, and yeah, it'll be good.
And you better win.
You better win.
And you're just a posar.
Yes, we are.
The posar.
All right. Hey, Mo Beast, you're back. Jonathan Beal, Diego Anibas, Kara, Blue, Dustin. Thank you guys for joining us. Lee, Richard, everybody's here. This is great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. So yesterday we kind of just stopped off on a bunch of different type explorations. We kind of talked about which typefaces would work. But I guess before that, we really jumped into what our virtual shopping aisle on hot sauce looks like, according to Google Shopping for hot sauces. And we saw a lot of reds, a lot of green bottle tops and labels themselves, and then a lot of yellows. If you think about sriracha or this Cristal Louisiana hot sauce, that motif is carried throughout a lot of hot sauce bottles. And we don't want to do what everybody else is doing.
Or the hot yellow.
Yeah, that super hot yellow, even Cholula, Valentina. My favorite hot sauce is Valentina.
Really?
It's not really
Never
that
heard
hot.
of it.
It's super cheap.
Is it like?
Look at that. It's 34 ounces for $1.50.
Oh yeah, that can't have any heat in it whatsoever.
It's
You're
so
paying
good.
for red water.
It's super thick too. It's delicious. It's just the best. It goes on everything. Highly recommended.
Are they paying you right now?
Yes. No.
I mean, I like Tapatio personally.
Tapatio,
I put on all Mexican food.
Yeah.
Sriracha, I put on everything else.
If you put Valentina on your Mexican food, you are going to have a life-changing experience.
Really?
Over Tapatio.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a big promise.
You can at me if it doesn't go well.
I can't wait.
But anyway, so
Phil Graves agrees with you, by the way.
yeah, it's amazing, and it's so cheap.
And he says their packaging design, not so great.
Yeah, I don't think they were looking to invest a lot of money in it.
I mean, it's $1.50 for sauce, so
for a lot of sauce. It's a huge bottle.
They probably aren't looking to pay a brand designer to get anything going. Yes, Dustin Reed, I'm with you.
Dustin, fighting words.
Maybe we'll have to have you come back in and you can do a rebrand of Valentino.
I think we need to do a Hot Ones style episode.
Oh, yeah.
And just have very saucy fingers in
I
design.
like that.
Maybe we'll do finger painting.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we just saw this motif carried throughout everything. So I wanted to take more of a luxurious and atypical approach to the packaging design. Typically hot sauces and stuff also have a very whiskey-focused brand aesthetic. So a lot of textures and a big blocky wood-typey style.
Oh yeah.
Distressed everything. And we don't want to do that either.
And
so
lots
we
of
want
illustration too.
Lots of illustrations.
Especially, as you're looking right there.
Lots of what is this? Bravado.
Yeah.
So little jalapenos, peppers
indications
in there.
of the pepper content.
This one's a little too happy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like smiling and it looks like a sun or
That one's like
a
an
lemon.
old folks home style.
Yeah, this is kind of nice for like just a very simple type system.
Yeah.
I don't really like the bottle cap,
Truff.
but I like the rest of it's kind of nice. Anyways, lots of illustrations. This is kind of like a more different approach with it kind of being bold and blocky, but
Ghost
still
pepper.
ooh, I'm scared already.
I
But
know, me
maybe
too.
the lavender in there makes it nicer. I don't know. Based in Brooklyn Bushwick Sauce Company. Interesting.
Well,
I'll
it's
have
got to
my-
be hot because it's $15 worth of packaging.
That's true. For 8 ounces.
I know.
Well, I'm gonna have my little brother try it out because he lives in Bushwick.
Yeah, you're
so
probably going to have to send him $15 just to get it.
it's true. His birthday's coming up. It's fine.
You're like, guess what I got you?
Yeah, $15 for hot sauce. You're
That's
welcome.
right.
How many deaths by hot sauce? So we started messing around with what the type could look like, and it ended up coming into like, how do we start messing with some of the numbers? And Scoville's the rating units for heat on hot sauces and peppers, and apparently 13,000 isn't the hottest you can have.
Seriously? There's something higher than that?
Apparently you can go insanely high.
Like, can you go to the millions?
I think you can.
Oh
'Cause
my
I think
gosh.
There was another sauce that I saw that was like 250,000.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah. And so on that scale, I think a bell pepper is 0.
Oh.
And then like a jalapeno, I don't remember
What's
anymore.
a ghost pepper? Do we know?
There was a chart that I had
Chat,
up
let us
and I've
know
lost
if you
it.
know
So
what the Scoville for ghost pepper is.
yeah. Besides 4 tiers minimum.
Yeah, because if that's ghost pepper, I think is like the bare minimum for a death.
Yeah.
So we have to be above ghost pepper with our Scoville
Oof.
because we've had one death.
That's true.
It
One death.
nearly killed both of us yesterday.
We just don't know if they were prepared, right? Like if you just like sprung our hot sauce on somebody, maybe they weren't ready and they just drank it and it wasn't
Totally.
good. So we started messing with some type. I didn't really like any of the directions that I kind of ended up with yesterday, but that's kind of the process. I really liked how this like block lettering and the monospace type being condensed and blacked out and bold looked and felt, and I thought it would be good for collateral. But for some reason, there was like a voice in my head that was just like talking to me and saying, we need to go back to having a little bit more elegance in this project and not just doing heavy, over the top, big text block stuff. I even explored that a little bit more just to see if it would work, and it didn't. Oh, so this was my like
I like it. This is
metaphor
fine. That's your metaphor for ghost pepper.
for this whole project is like everything's on fire because we have a billion
This
different
is one of
words
my favorite memes.
for fire going on. So might as well.
I'm like, that's how I feel right now. I'm like, this is fine.
This is fine. It's a little hot. It's fine.
It's okay.
I think we need
We'll
to turn
get
up
through
the
it.
heat in this room so we're just sweating at our
I know, I already
computers.
took my coat off. I was like, woo.
It'd be amazing.
Did you see that Dustin Reed said 855,000 for ghost pepper?
And, well, I was looking at Brienne also said ghost pepper is at 1 million.
What? No way. Oh, is that like the abbreviation for Scoville?
Yeah.
Shoot.
It's Scoville heat units, right? SHU.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if anybody wants to tweet at us them eating a ghost pepper, that's great.
That's great.
We won't show it on stream, but we'll watch it
Like,
later.
that's great. Good for you.
So anyways, I started just pushing things around after I kind of took a break and stepped back from it. So pro tip, if you're feeling like you're struggling with your designs, step back for a little bit.
Take a walk.
See what's going on with it.
Yeah. Or
Go
get a
back to
fried
the
chicken
brief.
sandwich,
I
Like
had a-
sometimes you need a fried chicken sandwich.
It helped. It was full of inspiration.
Yeah.
It
Did
was
it have
great.
any hot sauce on it?
No. No.
I like it when they do it with the buffalo sauce. Yeah, that's one of my
Well, actually,
favorite
I think their
sauces.
coleslaw has like a little bit of jalapeno in it. So there's a little bit, but it's not like
Yeah.
over the top.
That's good. It gave you inspiration for today.
Exactly. So anyways, so I started playing with the serif type again because I think I was getting frustrated with how it was looking at a very large scale. I even tried it again, like what does it look like here? Which is starting to feel a little bit better than it was. The original stuff that I was kind of getting frustrated with, which now looking back on it, doesn't look as bad as I thought it did originally.
I love that. Sometimes you have to go back
Oh.
and be like, oh, right, maybe,
Exactly.
this was a good spot to be in.
Yeah, this is exactly why you just move things around on your artboards, because eventually you might come back and be like, oh, actually that's not bad. That's
Yeah.
not terrible. Or there's a nugget in there that I can like unpack and pull out
Totally.
and kind of keep tweaking. So don't do destructive editing in Photoshop and move things around in Illustrator. You can always clean up your artboards later on another document. So I started playing with like, what did space look like? Okay, and then thinking, okay, do I bring in the caution part of it and start laying out what Scoville rating is plus the definition? But then I felt like that kind of took a backseat again. Like, if we want the brand name to be all about this fire motif, putting it into the third line felt like it was kind of taking too far of a backseat and not really showing any benefit. Kind of like the idea of showing the ingredients on the front, but we also still have the whole back label where we can do a really nice layout of ingredients and, of course, nutritional facts and warning labels and death symbols and whatever else we want to do.
I love it.
And then I started playing with like, what could it look like if I just gave everything a lot more space, right? So going back to the like almost a boutique cosmetic line where it's like nice, simple type, lots of open space on the label, kind of doing the opposite of what every other packaging does for hot sauce, where they cram in every illustration possible and every single flame and hot pepper and everything. It's too much. So just kind of simplifying the label down a bit. So I moved over to this. We get a little bit of danger in there, and then the like, kind of like a caution symbol you might see, or caution sign you'd see in like another country, or with just a bunch of different languages for fire, so you just don't know what's going on. Lee asks, question for Alex, we kind of touched on this, but do you prefer to create designs without graphics or pure typography? Depends. So like recently I just did a project called Part T.
Which is, I'd love for you to actually, we never got to take time yesterday to hop through some of your previous work. I wonder if now would be a good time.
Yeah, we can do that.
That would be great.
I like to play to type strengths. So like this one for our packaging project was based on the like design system, which wasn't necessarily illustration focused, but had a flexible pattern system. And that kind of like helped tell the story behind the brand collateral and the marketing collateral can all be leveraging this like fun, whimsical patterns bouncing around. This in my head would work really, really well with motion design. We just never really had the chance to do any like really cool motion, like blobs coming in and out. The armpit is gross. Hey, that's my armpit. Be gentle. Just kidding. That was all. Yeah, we don't need to show that project, but that was a thing of like making fun of the Goop Labs Gwyneth Paltrow's candle. So I made my own armpit smelling candle.
So funny.
But yeah, so this project was just kind of like a pattern-based system, and you don't always have to use illustrations to tell the story, but kind of leveraging it across, images.
Nice.
This is an example for like a sound music company that I was doing work for, and this was like trying to build out a flexible design system that incorporates patterns, colors, illustrations, and photography all at once. And you just kind of start seeing how like the system is built. But again, not doing all reliant on one illustration. Jason Vestry and I worked on this project. If you guys give him a follow, he did the brilliant dimension mock-up of the hot sauce ball that we're actually going to be using.
Yeah, that's right. Get yourself a Jason.
Yeah, get yourself a Jason. There he is up there. We worked on this Airflight project together, which was doing a new helmet line for Icon and showing what that design system could look like, right? So we did everything from designing what the helmet looks like, how does it play in the marking collateral, what does the motion look like, how do posters work for it. Again, not necessarily just an illustration, but we do have a vectorized version of the helmet, and then going into the actual helmet designs, teasing that with patterns and type and the actual 3D asset that also, again, Jason made. So Jason did the helmet,
Nice.
Rendered it out beautifully. He did all the motion graphics work for it.
That looks cool.
So insane
And that's
chops.
kind of right in your wheelhouse.
Oh yeah. So actually Jason and I met while racing motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
And we were in the same racing league. He's a much better racer than I am, so he's at a different class. So I raced on smaller bikes, he raced on bigger bikes. But he's wicked talented. This was a really fun project to like
So cool.
flex
Yeah,
those
definitely.
like 3D muscles and stuff.
Especially when it's something that you're really near
Yeah.
personally, it makes it that much more enjoyable to work on.
Totally. So that's kind of like, you can mess with illustrations, you can, wherever there's a time and a place, but I personally love to like use type.
We have those.
We have them.
Where are they? Are they
They're
out
in
there?
another room.
I should go get them.
Well, we can get them in like.
We'll
after
get
the
them.
break.
I think there's a magic Paco that's
They're
gonna
on
go
the
get
like
them.
bar cart thing.
Yeah.
The
the
soda
bottles.
bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun. Yeah, he brought some in.
Yeah, so this was done last time I was on Adobe Live. So make sure you guys follow, because after this project, I will build out all the actual bottles. I'll build them out further in dimension, render them, post them, and then also use like actual photography to help sell it.
There's also Paul Tranny here in the house. Paul, come here.
Yeah, Paul, take some shots.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, Paul, this is real liquor.
I know. That's why I came in. I just said liquor and I showed up.
How are you?
Alex been watching your stuff with a man.
I miss
I'm
you.
loving it.
So
been a long
fun.
time.
We've got
Wow.
Paul in the house. Handstands, are we doing it?
Maybe later.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for joining us, Paul. So now that we can see these in real
Yeah.
life, oh good, if I hold it up, you can even see through it. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, they're kind of awkward to see through because, you know.
Well, the background.
Yeah,
over here.
backgrounds,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
pretty good.
So-
yeah.
Yeah, so whenever we're thinking about it, whenever you start using Dimension, you can start playing with where does the warning labels go and the packaging design and all that good stuff. And then bring them into Studio, obviously, is always a really fun way to help explain the brand process and show
Totally.
it in collateral. Start seeing how type lays out, making sweet GIFs, because I love doing GIFs.
Sweet gifts.
GIFs are like my favorite thing. I grew up
love
like doing
gifts
like
too.
stop motion photography.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind
I'm
of
big into that.
always. It's always fun whenever you have to retouch a series of GIFs though, because then that's every photo you have to retouch every single element for a series of 9 to 10 photos.
You're like, oh man.
So
Oh man.
yeah, it's like a fun way to like show the brand aesthetic and get a little
Totally.
bit higher fidelity into the project. So you can do this all at home. All you have to do is get a bottle or package. If you want to see the old stream, it's right there in the project.
Super. That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's just kind of like if you're getting into packaging design work,
Yeah.
you
I
can
love
go
that.
buy a bottle of whatever, wine,
Yeah.
soap, get your own labels printed, make it in Dimension, and just like photograph them.
And that's a great segue for us to even go back into sauce.
Yeah,
So
going back into the sauce.
we've got sauce for you guys. All sauce, all day. That was
So-
kind of fun to have Paul jump in.
Yeah. He was dancing behind the camera. You didn't even see it.
I know, you guys. He was being
Amazing.
He was being Paul.
Exactly. So then I started playing again with the like spacing of the type and how balanced it felt on a label. Obviously, we still have to go into unsee that armpit mock-up. Well, that wasn't an armpit mock-up. That was a real photo.
That was a real photo of his real armpit.
Real photo.
It was real
armpit.
pit.
Yeah, it was great.
Real pit.
Yeah.
I love that, by the way. I think it's great.
Thank you.
I would like
to do
one.
like the like disrespectful type things a little bit, like
Yeah.
a little out there. We did a
I'm
whole
with you.
we did a whole photo series. You can look at it down in my portfolio where it has like we recreated American Apparel ads with men or like college kids, and kind of like contrasted that between like the overtly like sexualized women photos with like just men in their place, and
Yeah.
created a really nice like conversation around why this is inappropriate. So stuff like that is
I
like
love
a
it.
fun way to like have social commentary.
Yeah, it brings up good conversation. It's
Yeah,
positive.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm currently liking both of these guys. I don't know which one I like the most yet. I think I still like the bold serif more than I like the sans serif on top of it. I'm not sure if I need to like unbold this. Maybe I need to just like make that like regular. I don't know. But we'll see once we start playing with it in Dimension.
yeah.
And then we'll see what the colors and stuff actually need to be. But right
Nice.
now I'm currently feeling like this might be a nice, oh yeah, here's another version of like just doing like a blocky thing.
Super nice.
And that might be nice, but I don't think it would look as good on the current bottles that we have because they're kind of tall. And I think if there was a squattier bottle, it might work better. Let me just
Very
throw this guy
good.
behind.
We've got a lot of folks out there saying hello. Joe Maloney, Lee Gaynor, Dustin Reed, Phil Graves. Howard is here. Hello, Howard. Alicia, Brianne. Got a lot of fun people out there. Jordan Crawford said hello earlier. I wanted to make sure to say hey back. And for those of you who are just joining us, we have Alex Lazaris here, and he is hot on the habanero. So we are going to see some dimension design with these labels soon. We've also got the Chat and Win countdown up on the screen. So in about 7.5 minutes, we will let our magic bot choose somebody pretty special to win 100 3x3 die cuts from Sticker Mule.
There we go.
Yeah, and the rest of us will just be losers. But you're like, yeah.
So I like the idea of having these super hot sauces using a very like white label with like subtle color to them. You can kind of start seeing
Nice.
just a tiny bit. We don't know yet if that's going to be the actual good color or not, but anyways, I'm going to open up.
Are we going to do a set
dimension.
of 3?
We are going to do a set of 3.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Just
we've
making sure. I know we talked a little bit about it yesterday.
Yeah, we've got 3 different bottles. And
Oh, good.
They are, I need to like obviously texture them correctly in dimension, which might be a little bit of a pain. Obviously this isn't completely white balanced correctly because it was shot on my counter with my iPhone.
Oh, Dale says habanero's misspelled. Oh, is it, Dale?
I probably did that on purpose.
I love how he's like, oh, is this where we get into the segment where we strategically defend our mistakes?
Yeah, no, that's completely intentional.
Yes, Dale.
We are taking creative license with the English / every other language right now.
So good.
But anyways, I love these 3 colors. Yes, I'll fix that one day.
Obviously.
I guess. Hopefully before it goes to print, which I didn't do the other day, which is great. That's a segue for a different topic. The hot sauce on this left one is a nice red. You can see the chipotle flakes in there.
Yeah.
Or whatever, the danger flakes. I don't think they're chipotle
Danger
flakes.
flakes.
And then the chipotle sauce is nice brown. And then the extreme one is a little bit more
It's got some red fire to it. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that. In actual studio, I think that these colors that are a little bit lighter will look a lot better. I think it's also a little bit more elegant.
I like that.
Just a subtle change in it. Because you'll already see a different change in the sauce. But, do you think 100% paint is a newbie beginner design?
Maybe.
I
Never know.
mean, I'm not going to critique their design. Like, I think there's
Not
a
worth it.
reason why people make the decisions that they make that we are not privy to, which could, be a client saying it has to be this way, or the target demographic resonates really well with that, right? Like if you're looking at how...
Totally. In context, it might be the best selling thing.
Correct, right? Like if you're looking at the lineup that they have for sauces, it might make complete sense that that's the design system that they've had, right? Like they've got 2 very similar designs. They've got this distressed, butcher paper style, like brown paper, and then they've got like this corkboard style texture on the other ends of it. So you could see them kind of riffing off that same style for our system. So I don't know. There's no like, if it's selling for the client and the client's happy, is it really a bad design? I would say it's not.
Exactly.
So there's metrics that you can, debate on forever and ever and ever. But
Oh, yeah. Oyen Khan Karunwi is here for the first time. Welcome.
welcome.
All the way from Nairobi.
You're stuck here now. You can never leave.
Yeah, you'll never leave live.
Yeah. So this is just a quick, so Jason, like I said, go to his page, like him, follow him, whatever. What are the words here? Follow. Yeah,
Follow.
Follow Jason.
Just follow him.
Him and I are working on a bunch of really, really cool dimension projects right now, so you want to stay updated with that.
Nice.
And we've got this beautiful bottle that he made. So I'm gonna just zoom in. Actually, you can press F and that will take you full screen.
Cool.
But because I have dropped in this gigantic seamless mock-up so if you don't know,
Love that.
seamless is where you take one gigantic large piece of paper and you kind of just fold it and typically
Don't
anchor
put
it.
a seam in it.
Correct. Yes, no seams, no copy pasting on there. That's typically how I do most of my shots. It's a really efficient way to do it. It's pretty cheap to get gigantic, large seamlesses.
Nice.
I think it's like $35 for a like 5-foot wide seamless, something like that.
Yeah, and if it gets dirty, you can like rip it off.
And you rip it off, and like if you take care of it, you don't have to rip it off that much. And
exactly.
So, yeah, it's a great way to. I don't think I've destroyed any of my seamlesses, and I've shot a lot with them.
Good for you.
It's because I'm being cheap. And
I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna
yeah.
give an old pat on the back.
I did it. No, I've actually, used 2 feet of one seamless.
Oh wow.
I know it's.
You have a lot of shots in there too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I try to not ordering seamlesses every time is a good way to save money.
I'm gonna agree with Howard that tiny bottle on the massive backdrop is incredible.
That's all you need.
So
you
little.
just need a tiny bit of this hot sauce. And
Yeah,
you'll be
it's
fine.
actually a 1 ounce.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really small. It's like those Tabasco trials that they give you when you get oysters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to take the backdrop and just scale it. Oh gosh, no, I did it wrong. Size.
So how long have you worked in Dimension?
I am pretty new to Dimension, so if anybody sees me doing something wrong, please let me know.
Me too. I mean, Dimension is relatively new. So.
Dimension is relatively new. It's been one of those programs I keep bouncing in and out of, trying to like get better and better at, and as they keep adding new things,
Yeah.
it gets better.
It's cool because there's a lot of different models that are already in there that you can work with, so it's pretty fun to play around and
Yeah,
add things to the library that already exists.
exactly.
We've got just about a minute before Chat and Win countdown gets crazy. So I wonder what what the question's gonna be today.
Hot things come in small packages. The question for today, I've got it. I've got it.
Oh yeah,
figured
you
out.
got it. Okay, good. We'll keep it under our caps. Quite literally. So right now you're looking at scaling this.
So in Dimension, you can make
Ooh.
very long and very wide things.
Yeah.
You can also just grab the points if you'd like, and just grab them and make them bigger.
Nice.
But I'm gonna probably just take the backdrop because it seems a little.
Oh, I like this. Making that bottle
Oh gosh.
much bigger.
Scale. X. Oh no, I keep doing this wrong. That's great.
No, it's great.
Rotate size. Let's do.
All right, we've got the question ready.
All right, so
What's
the question is, if you were to learn one language that is not your native language, what would it be?
Ooh, Chat and Win, go. Okay, we are back from Chat and Win. Let's see, what's your language that you'd like to learn right now?
Right now, I've been playing a lot of a game called Escape from Tarkov, and that is a Russian game. And for some reason, Russian right now would be a great language to learn.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm kind of with Jordan Crawford. Japanese would be amazing to learn
Ooh,
because it would
Japanese
be
would.
so difficult for me. Most, maybe everybody, but yeah. And Italian.
Oh, Italian would be great too.
Yeah, just because I like the food.
That's a great one. Yeah, and if you learn enough of it, you can just survive in Italy for
It's
a while.
right, you can. We've got a lot of interesting answers out there. Dothraki, Jonathan
Ooh.
Beale, you win. Dothraki.
Did they make Dothraki like Elvish, where you can?
I feel like you can download and learn that. It's probably on Babbel, you know?
That'd be amazing.
Duolingo, I'm sure, has a Dothraki option for you. That's pretty great. A lot of people wanting to learn French.
French is a good one.
French is a good one, you know. Eat lots of croissants, go to Paris.
It's true.
Oh, we have a winner. Blue Oranges. That's
Ooh.
fun.
Ooh, that's
Nice.
a great name.
That is a great name. That's a language in its own.
Mm-hmm.
Fruit language. Congratulations, Blue Oranges. You have won you've won 100 3x3 die cut stickers from Sticker Mule. And for those of you who did not win, which is all the rest of us, stickermule.com/Adobe Live 20 we'll give you 10 stickers for $1. So it's a pretty good deal. Try it out. See what you can create. You can add to my
Ooh.
back of my computer. I need some new stickers.
So I finally got the backdrop kind of set up correctly.
Perfect.
And this will kind of emulate how, for the most part, I would shoot this in studio. So right now we're kind of like looking at how we might concept it, what the labels might actually look like. So for number one, I don't like the color of the current backdrop. It's just kind of the default one. So I go in, I can click into the properties of the stage backdrop itself, and then I can change the base color, and we can go crazy.
Ooh. Yeah, we can get spicy back there.
Yeah, we can get very hot, very red, very crazy. I typically, as you can probably see from a lot of my photo shoots lately, I've been enjoying shooting on like a yellow seamless by Savage Universal. I think it's just their like deep yellow is what it's called, I think.
Nice.
So then I'm gonna just mess with that just a tiny bit, probably even just lower it down a little bit. Let's see here.
So cool. Oh, Blue Oranges, first time winner. That's great. If you were a second time winner, I'd be concerned.
Somehow you beat everybody.
Yeah, you're like, huh, he did it twice. Be
Yeah.
like, something tricky here.
And I grabbed a light direction earlier, and then you find it.
So you guys can see that the design feedback countdown has been put on the clock. We have just under an hour for you to submit into today's challenge. So yesterday we looked at creating a badge with bevel and emboss, and today you're using a custom pattern to define what the pattern is in the texture tool. So take a look at that. Try applying your pattern to a piece of space equipment, and you can see what that challenge is if you go to the bar on the right. You can click the challenge tab and submit in Discord. So pretty cool. You're gonna have your number 2 challenge, and then we'll take a look and review everything at Discord before the end of the show.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I felt like the background was getting a little bit too distracting because we haven't figured out everything yet. So I just turned it down to
Good old basic.
Yeah.
Love it.
basic white, just so everybody can see kind of what's happening.
There's nothing wrong with basic white.
No, there's not. So Jason built out this bottle really, really well. So I've got a lid. So if you're not familiar with Dimension, which I'm assuming a lot of people aren't yet, you can actually throw on your elements onto each like layer and particle. So if I wanted to, this waxy like plastic top that he put on there, if I wanted to change it, I could actually just bring it in with like a metal and just drop it on there.
Whoa!
And now, you got, like,
now
this,
it's
like,
got like this foil wrap to it.
Crazy
That's cool.
foil wrap. If I wanted to make it look a little bit more like a wax top, you can pull that in. And right now,
That's cool.
everything in Dimension as it currently looks for us looks very fake, right? It's because we haven't put it through the rendering engine and stuff like that. So don't get discouraged if you're looking at this right now and you're like, that doesn't look real to me. You can adjust the lighting and a lot of the other rendering settings and the backdrops and then run it through a render engine. My laptop here is a little bit older, so I'm probably not going to render it on stream just because it might take a bit. But I can show you kind of like the render preview and how that kind of starts working.
Cool. This is great. It's nice to see the process and know that you can make quite a bit of specific changes to really make it your own. And also it's helpful for, renders, they're great, especially if you're working with packaging comps, mainly because you can give direction visually to whomever's going to produce the end product.
Exactly. And so Jason also built out this label to be the same size as the old label, right? We probably aren't going to want to use this original label, so I'm just going to like turn it down right now. Turn down for what?
Turn down that label.
So I can throw on an image if I want, or I can just copy paste things in.
Ooh, yeah.
So let's see what happens with this. So used to just clicking on Illustrator all the time that I forget that I'm using a different program.
Yeah, that I know what you mean.
So you got this option to do a decal placement, or you can do a placement as a fill. and then it'll pull and stretch, which is a little bit too
I think
big.
it's too big, but that's cool.
But you can set it to like do a repeat as well, so you can like
Play
set
around and keep
100,
the background.
and it's like, okay, that's too many.
You're like, it's a lot.
Yeah, so maybe too many repeats. 4? Oh gosh.
Hello, Diego, and Voodoo Val is in the house. Hey,
Wow.
Voodoo.
So you can see
Kerwin's
if you,
here too.
sorry, you can see if you have a bunch of different labels, or if you wanted to create
Ooh.
like a labels sheet, like in
Uh-huh.
mocked up in Dimension, right? You can do this on 2D objects as well. I saw somebody did a iPhone mockup where they put their XD file in the dimension on it. I was like, whoa, that's actually very cool use of using
Crazy.
Dimension in XD. So
How fun.
yeah, very cool. Things I didn't even think about before.
Yeah,
I've
right?
always just been like, oh, I have a Photoshop mockup of a device, but instead, if you just have a 3D object of it, you can start playing with some really interesting parts of it.
So cool.
So I'm gonna grab my little arrow key guy, and I'm going to grab the corner and just stretch it.
Nice.
And I can turn off this guy, I think. Or just delete it. Bottle. Label.
So right now, Alex is in Dimension, taking elements from Illustrator and placing them in layers as decals so that he can see what it looks like in context on the bottle.
Yes. And this is where I'm getting stuck. Let's see here, translucence. So it looks like whenever I'm doing the graphics, maybe I just don't do the label and I just do like a paste on the bottle.
Yeah, I believe if it's separated versus putting it in the same layer. This is looking cool already, though.
Yeah, oh, look, it went straight to the lid and I didn't realize it.
That's kind of fun.
Whoops.
You're like, we're just going to put it everywhere.
Yeah, now it's everywhere. Let me see here, new action.
And then Oinaken has a question when you're ready.
Yeah.
How did you get the seamless backdrop in Dimension?
So this is actually I want to say it was a free asset in Adobe Stock.
Cool.
And if not, then it might be included in the like Adobe Stock subscription thing.
Nice.
So if you have got a couple of credits, oh my goodness, look, sneaky! It pasted all the way in there.
You're like, hey there,
Hey, I
file
did not put you
where
there.
you are in the background on my backdrop.
Yeah.
You're like, you strange file.
Like, where are you going? Now just Control Z until it goes away. There we go. Good. Boop-a-doo.
Oh, Kerwin, good question. In the app itself, are there plans to create objects? I believe that this is for manipulation of pre-existing objects. As far as creation,
You can do a lot with just the
Yeah.
manipulation of the item.
you can extrude
So you-
in there already.
Yeah.
Like, there's the ability to extrude and change shape of an existing object.
Yeah, like we were already kind of showing this where you can like just like
Exactly.
boop, 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 boop. So if you got an object that's close enough, like a wine bottle or a Coke can or whatever, you can actually just pull it apart a
Yeah.
little bit and make it the size that you want.
Kerwin's like, ooh, gotcha.
Yeah, and I believe any 3D object that you can save, any 3D program that you can save as an object file, you can just bring into Dimension.
Yeah.
So you might find a better resources on like a sketch mockup or something.
Yeah, and there's quite a
You
bit
might
in
be
the
able to pull
Adobe
in.
stock library that you can download from that
So
already
many.
exist.
So many. Let's see here. Doo-doo. Place graphic on model. So I'm looking like I'm struggling. Do I have to save this as a image file before I can just put it on? Any Dimension experts in chat? So I can't copy paste it without it going somewhere I
I
don't
would say
want it to
import
go.
it.
Okay, we'll do the import life.
And then chat is saying habanero with an HBA.
HBA habanero.
Habanero.
Oh, that would make so much
there we
sense.
go.
You're right, and I said that I was going to correct it, and I didn't. And
That way they won't have heartburn.
yeah, I think Zach was the one who was asking if I was going to put it in the ingredients, and I think I blame Zach.
I blame
all
Zach
we're
too.
gonna do.
I blame Zach for everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Ashi Eunice, welcome. Phil Graves is here. Kay Saravantes, thank you for reminding us about habanero.
Yeah, thank you. I'm supposed to make this really big.
Cool.
All right, let's see if
I'm
I
always
can
curious
import
what
it.
music they're listening to out there because
Mhm.
we can't hear it. It's just you and me
Yeah.
and Paco breathing.
Oh, Paco's the heaviest breather.
I know, the heaviest. He's like really heavy breathing over here. It's a good thing he's not mic'd.
We're never going to be asked to come back.
It made him sneeze.
I honestly was about to sneeze as well. That was
Really?
So,
Oh my gosh, sympathy sneeze.
yeah.
I wasn't. What does that mean?
You weren't sniffing the hot sauce.
No, I
earlier.
wasn't. That's right. Ah, too funny.
So this went back on the label again, which is driving me crazy. Okay, I'm going to just do it again. Just do it.
Let's see. Yeah, I think we're in label file.
We
So
are in the label file.
yeah, if we go out of label file,
Well, how do I...
then
do
we import it
this?
as a separate layer.
Okay. Let's try that. So I do this.
I think
graphical
since
model.
we're selected on layer, select on bottle.
Oh.
There we go. Now we can import a new layer.
Duplicate action. Now move to ground.
Underneath. Let's see on bottle.
Here. Edit canvas, label, lid. No, label. So if I open it up, it does this thing again.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just control click, command click? Well, anyways, we're just gonna run with it.
We're running with it right now.
So I've just matched the color technically, but it's not looking very good. Yeah, so it's like the opacity just is that whole file, which is frustrating.
So see if you can drag label above bottle.
That's the whole folder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because right now it's
And maybe,
wrapping.
no clue.
So new folder with new label.
So that just groups.
New yeah, we'll do a new folder, put it above bottle.
Okay, new folder. Where is new folder?
And Howard also says that in the base color picker, you can choose an image. So that helps as well.
You know, I might do, here's how I'll try to cheat it. I'll take this default material and see if I can just chroma key that. And then that's whatever, close enough. And then I can just scale this.
That works.
Not as accurate or pretty, but oh no, it's gonna crop it.
So you can hide gray label and add decal to glass bottle.
I got it. Hide gray label and add decal to glass bottle. Okay, we'll try that. So I'll hide the label and then bottle and then just click in and drag this guy over. There we go, chat. Legendary.
Legendary.
Blue Oranges.
Blue Oranges is the winner.
The winner of our stickers.
I love
and
how he also says check.
That's brilliant.
Or she.
Brilliant. Where did you get your name from? Is my
Yeah.
question.
Blue Oranges is great.
That was really good. And delete that, reapply it, just in case I skewed it on the way in. Oh no. Why did you do that? Okay, cool.
Nice. Those look good.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I kind of like that it doesn't wrap around it completely.
I do too, actually. I prefer
But then I'm
it.
like curious, how am I going to include all the other necessary ingredient stuff, right? Like
double
ingredients.
sticker.
Yeah, we could do that. We could even do a Blue Oranges, 3D artist, man, legend. Thank you.
Thank you, Blue Oranges.
For
The win, indeed.
So yeah, I think we could do it where it's like almost like the Sorbo bottles where I use another like a clear adhesive on the back where you can't really see it, but it just kind of gets all the like nutritional information and
yeah, I think that would be nice, mainly because you know
we could do it on colored what's it called? Colored ink on a clear transparent sticker, and this feels like almost like a old timey like medical bottle a little bit.
It's Tabasco medicine.
Exactly. It'll clear out your throat.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So let's see. So now we can just do a test preview. So if you click this upper right image, show render preview, it will start getting all pixelated and crazy. And you can kind of start seeing how the file might render. And you can already see it's starting to look a lot more like a real bottle over the kind of super plasticky looking dimension things.
It'll give a little bit more of that texture.
Exactly.
And also you'll be able to read the type. So
yeah.
I think that's the thing that always gets the designer in there. Is you're like, I just put in my file. Yeah. Why can't I read anything? I know I used vector.
It's like the InDesign whenever you have like it on high performance versus whatever, and it's just pixelated or just lines, and you're like,
you're like, I swear it's good, and then the client's looking at you like, what?
Exactly. So essentially, this render preview, every time you move the cursor or click in, it's going to want to re-render. So it's kind of a process. So I'd typically just save it for later.
Yeah, it does take a bit of time, and I think that's just natural. If anyone's ever worked in CAD or anything, it's very intense. But the
and
nice
you probably
part,
can't hear it, but my computer sounds like it's taking off. Like, and like, oh no, this is.
Yeah, it's like getting ready to fly.
So
you're like, please don't fly right now. The nice part about Dimension is it's like half the amount of time of a normal render,
oh, absolutely.
which is amazing.
And I think they also have a new thing where they're trying to like. You can offload some of it to do cloud rendering. I think it's a beta right now.
Yeah.
I think that's correct. So anyways, so I can take this bottle now and zoom out just a tiny bit, and I can duplicate it. So now I have another bottle.
So good.
And I can move this guy around.
You're like, I'm going to move this.
I'm going to just move the whole screen around. And you can just move the bottle.
Ooh, yeah.
Behind it.
Little duplication action. This is nice. So that's the cool thing about Dimension. So if you see what Alex just did is by changing perspective, you can start to...
You find out that you didn't place the label correctly.
That's another thing you can learn when you change the perspective.
So funny.
Love it. You're like, I'm just going to shift this over a little.
But the great thing is you can also set like shot lists, and you can send even just a 3D view for people to see, like the complete wraparound of the bottle.
Totally.
Which is a very nice feature to have, especially when you're, it's really hard to get the full sense of what the label's going to do around the bottle before either investing in a label itself, and you're showing your client, and you're like, but it's going to work this way, and you have to create a bunch of 2D mockups. This is a little bit easier to be able to show a full 3D concept to them quickly.
And it's also easier to do your GIF.
That's true. That is
just a screen grab.
Very true.
Shoot.
Yeah, and you can rotate the bottle by a certain percentage and all that stuff.
Yeah, Lee Gaynor says that off-center's all the rage, so I'm going to go
true.
with it. Yeah. And if it is habanero, I'm sure they're just going to be stickering that and not paying attention.
Exactly.
They're not registering anything over there.
The fingertips are burning anyways. It's very hot sauce.
Hello, Marcos. Welcome.
So now we can
hot
import
sauce, they don't mind.
Like the ghost pepper one.
Nice.
What is our third one going to be? Anybody in chat want to give us a...
Is Tabasco a brand name, or is it a sauce?
I think it is.
Maybe. Yeah, chat, let us know what the third pepper.
Picante. Yeah. What else are there? Of course, I've been searching for hot sauce things all day.
Yeah, you're like, I mean, we really just want chat to tell us.
Yeah, and now I can't remember anything. So chat, save us.
Chat, save us.
Ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper.
Paprika? No. I like the word paprika.
I do too. I was thinking
It's a
that
brand
earlier,
name.
too.
Oh, hey Brian. How are you doing?
Oh, Dustin Reese says Carolina Reaper.
Carolina Reaper.
That's a pepper.
That sounds spicy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so Brian said Tabasco's a
Brand name.
brand name.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got it. Thanks, Brian.
I
Thanks for ruining our dreams.
grew up actually with
Oh, the
Brian.
Peruvian puff pepper.
That's cool. Peruvian puff pepper.
That
Void pepper.
sounds awesome. Maybe you should just do a bunch of them.
There we go. We could
Scotch
actually-
bonnet is a hottie hot chili. Whew.
Hey.
Scotch bonnet. Jeez. That sounds very hot. I know, it's making me tear up too.
like,
I was like, are you crying over there? I was like, 'cause I'm
Anxiety.
crying.
Anxiety.
Oh,
How do you
harissa.
eat all this?
Yeah, harissa pepper. Wow, I love that everybody's got these crazy peppers. Trinidad Moruga Scorpion. Now that just sounds,
Sounds deadly.
yeah, that sounds like a name of something that would bite you and then your leg would fall off.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Black Widow spider. Da peppa.
I don't know if I like this with that or not.
The pink.
The pink. Let's see.
I do like the juxtaposition of these hot
Uh-huh.
hot sauces with this very pastel. Like, it's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, not at all.
Like, if you like peppers, this won't hurt you.
Yeah, I want to get them even potentially closer to like a white, so it's just really, really
Yeah,
subtle.
very subtle.
So we can do that. So if you drag over your colors or whatever you're using to do coloring, you can actually go up to the top right there where my mouse is, and you can do recolor artwork, and then it'll pull up all 3 or however many colors you're doing, and then you can go into there's a wheel button, right? I forget the wheel button. Edit. Yeah, there we go. And you can kind of see where they lie together, and you can even assign you can do segmented color wheel. You can assign them to like complementary, split, monochromatic, all these things, and it'll stay. So just say left complementary, and then you go to edit, and then it should. Yeah, they all have to move together because they're complementary colors. So color picking can obviously be a very, very daunting thing. But this Recolor artwork tool is super helpful, especially if you don't know how to do your colors, or you're thinking you're still learning or whatever. I use this tool all the time. You can make some really good stuff. Like even that doesn't look too bad right now. It's kind of a nice way. And the Recolor artwork, like showing it in a live preview, is super helpful.
Yeah, it's quick to make adjustments so that you can see things all at the same time, mainly because if you're not, you're picking each individual color.
Exactly.
And it gets kind of tedious.
Yeah. I just want to
You're like, I just want to make them soft.
bring the saturation all the way down. But like I don't want to lose too much of the like,
Right, differentiating.
yeah, or like the warmth and everything.
I almost feel like ghost pepper should be the bluish,
Yeah, just like more of a.
the white, because it's kind of ghosty and ethereal like a cloud.
It's a good idea. Habanero can be yellow, and Carolina Reaper. I know. I said we
Maybe-
won't do yellow or red. Or
Maybe
red
it
or
goes
green.
more. Maybe it goes more like orangey. Maybe that's
a good
what
idea.
it is. Oh, Carolina.
So we can see it really quickly.
I do like the light yellow though. It's nice.
Yeah, I think once we see it on an actual bottle too, like it might play really nicely.
Totally.
A lot of these colors on the actual liquid itself will change as we get light bouncing on the glass.
Totally. And it's nice to be able to go back and forth in context through dimension to be able to see what that looks like.
Exactly.
Ooh, we've got some fun stuff coming in on Discord. I hope you guys are all working hard over there. You've got 30 minutes until we take a review of all of the patterns applied to badges.
If there was a color chat that you would not want to see on a hot sauce, what would it be? Because I'll probably use that.
I like how you went there. Oh, I like that with the purple.
Yeah, the purple's fun.
Purple feels very ghost pepper.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
You know,
I just
like-
died to some lavender. Thank you.
Yeah. Or just a lot of scary, spooky things are usually purple and black. So are royal things. But,
That's true.
there's a lot of spookiness to the purple.
Yeah. I was like,
Kerwin said brown. Good call, Kerwin. We don't want to see brown.
good. Yeah. Dang it. Now I can't use brown.
But I do like where you're going with this. The green is nice.
Yeah, I know. As I've bashed for 15 minutes at the both
this is
beginning of the
different.
streams. I know, but still, like, not gonna use green, not gonna use yellow. And I'm like, actually, those
That's
look
not
good.
green. That's like a,
It's like a very light.
yeah, that's like a dusty, mossy
Yeah.
light.
So never say never, chat.
Never say never, chat. I like these.
Yeah, these are
These feel good.
feeling fun.
Yeah.
Just want to do another riff on the green real quick, just to see if I can get it a little bit more dialed.
Yeah, I like that quite a bit.
What
It
do you
feels
think?
fresh, which is good.
It does feel fresh. Do you think the
I think
purple
the
needs to
purple
come
could come
down
down a bit. Yeah, both of those
Yeah.
could come down to match the.
Yeah,
This is great. Yeah, the values will then be a little bit closer. This is nice.
still a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just a
Feels like it
just
got
a
a little.
nudge.
Feels like it got a little black. In there. Weird.
Yeah, weird, right?
Yeah, right. We're both like, yeah, right. Yeah.
We're just hoping that chat's monitors have the
Yeah.
correct color and
Chat's like, I see really strange things going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that orange one. Chat, if you're not always leaning into your screen like
Oh gosh,
that,
I
are
know.
you really
We're all gonna
designing?
have those little hunchbacks. I mean, all of us.
You're like a
It's-
chiropractor's like
yes,
best client.
Totally. I like that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
Now I'm
it
like,
feels light and fresh.
whenever you stared at a design too long and you're like, that doesn't feel right anymore. And now I'm like, I should center the text. And I'm like, no, it's fine.
No, I mean we can do that because you can do all sorts of versions.
Who
After.
knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah, I
it's-
really like this color palette.
Yeah, it's fun. Let's see here. Export them.
Yeah, the freshness of it is nice because it makes it feel like, it's made from real vegetables.
Yeah.
Comes in, becomes a sauce, but I also really like the idea that it is not as scary,
Yeah,
yet it has this
Well,
punch behind it.
totally. But we've also discovered that if this is at 13,000 Scoville, it's apparently a walk in the park for some people.
Yeah.
Because they're eating 1 million Scoville
Totally.
ghost peppers.
I think this is for the aficionado
Yeah,
of Scoville.
that's true.
Like if I was really
The
into my
collector.
Scovilles, I would be like, no, I don't do Tabasco. I go for the high-end top shelf of shoes.
That's really all we need.
SHU. Scoville heat units. Is that what it is?
Yeah, SHU. Feels nice.
Yeah, Shauna Lynn's like, it's hovering art directors, Adobe Lifestyle. Love it.
Nudge that over a little bit.
Yeah,
Put that
just
up
a little bit of left. Bring out the contrast. Yeah. It's so fun.
That would be great.
I know, I'm telling you, I really want to have a little button on my palette where I can actually pipe in anyone on chat.
Oh my gosh.
Like you can turn it on and off, and it's like when I'm done, I'm just like, all right, chat, I'm done.
Getting a
Just,
lifeline
like,
would be
click it.
amazing.
Yeah, right?
We could have used that earlier with Dimension.
Completely. I think people would love that because, one, they'd get to see process in the making. But, you also get to have valid feedback from a community,
Yeah, I mean,
which is nice, especially since so many people are working from home these days.
exactly.
And that's definitely where, society in general is going.
Let's see here if I can move the directional lighting.
Yeah, Dustin, I agree. Scoville sounds like a name of a city. I'm sure it is a name of a city. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Look at that, guys. You can change the rotation of the lighting.
And the height. Ooh, we can get crazy with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, get some gleams on that bottle.
This is where it like comes down to so much just personal preference on like how you like to light your scenes and bottles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like to have it centered. I don't know why.
I don't either. I also like to have a lot of contrast.
Yeah, contrast is great. Let's add the intensity. Too much.
Too much. We lose the color. We lose the color.
We absolutely do lose the color.
But lighting, again, like all of these are such crafts where, you know, you can really get deep into unique characteristics of using the tools within Dimension.
Yeah.
It's just like Illustrator, you know, like there's so many features as well as so many practices and purposes for the unique use.
Yeah.
Whether you're illustrating or whether you're like us and you're doing design,
Absolutely.
it's quite a different set of, you know, preferences that you'll start to use.
Absolutely. Completely agreed.
I like that. We agree.
Yes.
We also like hot sauce and this color palette.
Yeah, the color palette.
And fried chicken sandwiches.
Fried chicken sandwiches.
Oh, and nachos, which
yeah.
is both of those are hot sauce friendly foods.
It's true.
You know?
That's true.
I think we're onto something here.
Fried chicken sando pizza.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, maybe.
You can try it.
I
I'm
like
not gonna knock it till I try
pizza.
it.
I know someone who puts French fries on their pizza, and
I'm gonna knock that before I try it.
I'll just say I'm not a fan.
It's not. Yeah.
I haven't tried it, but he really seems to enjoy it.
Let's see here. So now we need another one, as DJ Khaled would say.
Yeah.
Let's just duplicate this guy and get the last bottle in there.
Kerwin says these bottles are so soothing.
They're soothing.
He's like, it's like my mouth is on fire, but I'm finally figuring my life out. Y'all know?
Yeah, exactly.
I love it, yeah. Agreed, Kerwin. This is so funny. See, and that's why it would be great to have a little Adobe Live button. So you could be like, you know what I need? I need a little Kerwin encouragement right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, Howard just went there. He's like, pineapple on pizza?
Absolutely.
I don't think so, Howard.
Absolutely. Why would you divide us
Everyone's
now?
like 1,000%.
We're like in the final hour of the stream, and we were doing so good agreeing on everything. And
I know. Now
Howard-
we're divided. Although we went with the French fry thing, and I'm like, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm not into it. Although it's kind of like mango chicken stir fry, which I do like. So I get the sweet savory thing. I don't know though. This is great. I love this view.
So what I just did there was I did not know what I was doing. So I pressed F because that makes it go full screen. And then it zoomed in on one of the bottles because that's all I had selected.
Had the bottle selected, yeah.
And then I selected all three of the bottles, and then it was like, check this out. We can pull it full screen, have a nice little stage for you. So that's a kind of a nice little feature. But I still kind of need them to, I don't know, I guess they moved somehow.
Did they?
Like they rotated.
Oh, you're rotating them.
I'm rotating it right now, but they rotated because it was flat a second ago. So,
You're like, I guess they moved. I'm like, you did that.
Nope, I did not do that. That was
you definitely
that was
did
the
that. I
ghost
watched.
pepper.
We can replay it later. That's the best thing about this show.
The ghost paper has it. The
Ghost paper?
The ghost pepper has it combined.
Ghost paper backdrop. You're like, my seamless ghost paper did this.
Exactly.
This is amazing.
I blame the ghost. So throw in the last bottle label.
So fun. I blame the ghost too.
When in doubt, ghost it out.
Yes.
All right, let's see here.
So good. I like it.
It's getting fun. Now I'm just like worried about the perspectives and stuff. Like how did that happen?
I like it.
I like the way it's
The light hitting on it looks nice as well. It's a little bit flat on the front left top, but that's probably because, you rotated it.
I don't know how I did that. It's crazy. A mind of its own. I'm gonna stack it a little bit. Oh gosh.
Do
oh,
it.
No.
Oh yeah, make it a total. You're
Oh.
like, and this is the miniature size.
Yeah, and this is what you get. Oh, what? How did I do that too?
Oh, I don't know, but that's kind of fun. So good. So you guys have 20 some minutes left to keep entering into Discord. Today's current challenge is to apply a pattern or texture to the badge that was created yesterday. There's some cool things that I'm seeing come in, so this is great.
Moving the stage down to the bottom. I'm gonna rotate the stage.
Rotate
Just
the
a little
stage.
bit. Why do I do that? It looks like even the stage got tilted.
Shauna says you could make a Lazarus pepper where you die and then come back.
Wow,
I like that.
that was biblical. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I typically like to have, whenever I'm shooting, I like to have the camera slightly above the horizon point, just so the bottle top looks a little bit flat and it doesn't look a little bit wonky. But sometimes you have to be a little bit underneath it. If you have like a clear bottle, sometimes you don't want to see the...
Yeah, you don't want to see the underneath part.
Exactly.
Yeah, because then you end up having to retouch it out and it's weird and all the things and it gets very intense.
Yeah. Like, why does this guy look stubbier than the other ones?
No.
Okay,
Maybe he was warped a little.
Yeah. Ghost Pepper did it.
Ghost Pepper definitely did it.
I'm just going to rotate it and make him feel a little bit easier.
Nice.
Just adjust these guys.
Oh yeah, that one's label's off center.
Yeah. Ghost Pepper.
Ghost Pepper. Ghost Pepper knows what's up. And I think Carolina Reaper looks like that because its label is a little big.
I think you're right. Let me adjust him because he's all the way in the back.
Ye old eagle eye.
Lazarus Pepper.
Biblical heat. Oh yeah. Nice. Getting good.
I'm going to emoji that guy over there. Just a little bit. All right. Now this guy's bothering me. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Okay. One more time with this label. Then we'll be good. So essentially what you're really wanting to do in Dimension is you're going to have to finesse a lot of things, but once you finesse them, it's going to be absolutely worth it.
So good. Blue Orange just says maybe there's a lens distortion.
Oh.
I mean, he
There
was
might
right.
be.
He was right before.
There's a camera button. Let's just save it. So I clicked a camera bookmark, so now it's gonna be able to stay there. Or
Nuno
something.
Diaz is back. Hello, Nuno.
Field of view. There we go. So I can get zoomed in there.
Very cool. This is looking gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous hot sauce. It's hot sauce for the Epicurean.
Mm-hmm. Let's do a C. Let's do a C.
Let's do a little
Let's
render.
do a little C. A little render. It looks like I might have way too much intensity on the light. I'm just blowing everything out right now.
Yeah. And there might be a little bit of lens distortion, I think. I think he's right.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
Yeah, it's getting there. And I need to just adjust the directional light or the environmental light. What's the difference? Anybody an expert on this? Ooh. Let's see. Let's just do a quick render on that.
Oh yeah, here we go. Welcome, Like.
It's still... Yeah.
He says, missed the beginning about the font selection. Would you guys consider having a custom typeface? And if so, when would that be?
Woof. Custom types are great, but having a client with the budget big enough for a custom typeface for their brand is very unlikely. At least
less for packaging, I would say. It's more useful for a brand that is a global brand specifically.
Yeah, like I've worked with a lot of large companies and they still don't want to spend the money on that. Some of them really do, like PayPal has PayPal Sans. And
I did that.
Did you really?
Well, I didn't do the font, but I did the logo.
Oh, nice.
And we commissioned Dan Radigan to do the font from Moneta.
Yeah. So like the opportunity is there for like larger brands where they want to feel unique and they don't want to pay the licensing fees for some of that stuff. It gets crazy. Like even when I was at Twitch, we were looking at hundreds of millions of page views a month, right? So
yeah, I think when it makes sense is either having a global brand that's going to use quite a bit of web presence, and they're going to be paying for that font, especially if it's not a free font. But then again, it really depends on the budget. It depends on the designer that you're working with for a type, because there's a lot of instances where maybe working with a typographer for a bespoke logo could be really valuable, and using a font that already exists for licensing for everything else is pretty great.
Yeah. And oftentimes, if a client wants like a custom logo type, that's pretty easy to do. And I'll use like an existing typeface and then butcher it and rebuild a lot of the parts of it, but I don't necessarily always start from scratch on some of those. I don't know if that answered any of the questions. But
hello, Marianne. Welcome.
I'm just trying to see what the rendering is looking like with the light. I think that's kind of going to be the game changer on some of this. I'm trying to play with the height, intensity, and rotation, see if I can get a good understanding. I think the original goal with even just having such a light label was that in photos on the aisle, some of depending on how you're lighting it, the label itself will fade into white to some degree. So you kind of only see it as a white label for the most part, but then it has hints of color. This one's actually not feeling bad now. It's kind of feeling a little bit nicer.
Good. Hello, Massimiliano. Welcome. It's fun to say your name.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna screenshot the, oh no. Ooh. See, what I did was I moved it and then it has to re-render. So I'm gonna screenshot it.
Looks good though.
And
looks
see if
very
we can
good.
Pull that in and start playing with some of the collateral things. Let's see what we can do with that. Because we could spend quite some time actually messing with the renders. And I think we should probably start working on some collateral. But this is a great way to start laying out and concepting how I'm going to actually do a photo shoot, kind of like the staggered approach. What I could even do later on is I could go to the objects and grab a square box or something and put the bottles on top of them, throw the boxes sideways, start staging kind of like a shot list essentially.
Yeah.
Man, my computer it's cooking.
Your computer
it's
is
frying.
cooking. It's frying a little bit. It's like,
please let me go.
Yeah. It's looking good.
So bringing this in, say what does a poster look like? I think the ghost pepper to me looks pretty good.
Oh, nice. Do a little collateral.
Yeah, a little Command D to duplicate the same step you just did. I'll probably do like a purplish gray somewhere there, maybe there, and then probably have a white one. You can start playing with the actual type itself and bring that in. Maybe we'll bring this guy in. Command Shift H to go off your all white beautiful dock. I didn't know that when I first started using Illustrator a long time ago, so I always just made a gigantic artboard to cover my whole screen. Turns out you don't need to do that.
You don't need to do that.
Oh, it's because I keep putting it behind that layer. So I'm gonna copy and paste it. Press Command B to paste behind it. Let's see here. Are there any good ghost pepper images on Adobe stock?
Oh, let's find out. I'm sure there's got to be ghosts.
That's
I don't know about ghost peppers. There we go.
There's some little skulls, of course, because
So
duh.
funny.
Da-da.
Ghost pepper.
Well, let's license this guy.
It's very red. What a great color.
That is true. It is very
Yeah.
red. I'm wondering if I can like almost treat it like a texture rather than. Is it downloading or does it just go to my library? Let's see here.
Super.
Libraries. Got my saucy library.
Nice. Ooh, saucy library.
It's important to have. What? I thought I licensed it. What did happen? Why would it bring me to that?
Maybe it hadn't gone through yet.
What are you doing? I clicked license.
You're like, come on.
Adobe.
Is it still loading?
I don't know. It didn't start downloading, so maybe it's just like acting like I'm. Because typically, whenever I do it,
Yeah, it'll download.
it'll download automatically.
There we go.
I'm getting
Downloading.
skamazed. Goes
There we go.
those sweet Adobe credits.
Maybe click to manage.
It's going to saucy anyway, so we're good.
You're like, it's saucy.
It's saucy.
Yeah.
So
Very
let's see.
saucy.
Does it work now? Nope. Okay, great. Good job. All right. Well, anyways.
We can use that one for now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's just probably just
There we
loading.
go. Now it did.
There-
Nope, no, it didn't. It's fine.
It's
fine.
It's
Everything's
syncing
fine.
with the cloud. It's loading.
Those clouds are getting heavy.
They are. They're made of pepper.
Exactly. So I'm curious, like, what if I started messing with some of the opacity properties of these guys? What would happen?
Ooh, getting very ghosty.
So ghosty.
Gosh, I love playing with the filters.
The filters are the best.
Although I really love it in new Photoshop because
Thank you. You just arrow
Yeah.
down and it goes everywhere.
Yeah, I can't wait for
So
them to do
good.
that in Illustrator.
Yeah.
I was like, you did it in one, do
I
it in
know.
the other one.
I hate when
So
the
good.
features get lagged behind. Sometimes you're like, oh, it's so close. Be great. Color, saturation.
So fun.
I always forget which one I clicked.
Oh yeah. You're like, wait, have I been there? I've been there. That's why the new hovering in Photoshop is
Give up
brilliant.
on that. Fine. Let's see here. Yeah, the new hovering. So nice. All right.
Totally. Yes, we've got about 10 minutes left for you to participate in today's daily challenge. If you go to the right of the screen, you'll see a challenge tab, and you can take a look at what that is. All you have to do is, I'm like, all you have to do is yesterday's challenge was to create a badge, and today you're applying pattern to that badge. So if you didn't do yesterday's, you can still catch up, make the badge, bevel and emboss, and then throw a pattern on there and upload it to Discord so we can take a look. Because Alex is going to give you some advice, criticism, accolades, all the things.
High fives.
High fives.
So I need just some copy, so I'm just gonna pull some about
Ooh, yeah.
randomly from Wikipedia
Love
about
it.
ghost peppers. Oh, actually, let's go into Schoolville.
So good.
16 million? Chemical responsible for Tabasco
Ghost
red
peppers.
peppers. So Tabasco red peppers rates from 2,000 to 5,000.
Could you imagine having to pick those out there? I mean, that must be a scary job,
Yeah,
you know? Like, ghost
I
peppers.
couldn't imagine.
No.
Just take out some of this type.
Oh, thank you, Massimiliano.
So I have time to catch up.
Yes.
Oh,
Ketchup. Howard.
it's Howard's favorite sauce. I'm just gonna.
Oh, Howie.
Mess with this. Might make it light.
I like these. So when you're creating these, where would you imagine that we'll place them?
I could see this being just a like informative poster. I would like to also. I pulled in some like interesting. Let me see here if I still have stock photos that's saved correctly. So I saw this photo and I thought, okay, this it's a little too clean for me, like, but it felt like, okay, I've got that colored seamless. I could see this like just saving me time. If I was like, I need a pepper shot, I need this for something. I want to bring it in as a like an opportunity to like, I want to edit it enough that it's like a little bit more considered and not just so polished and clean.
Totally.
But you can like kind of start seeing, like if this was like an educational poster about where we harvest our ghost peppers for these beautiful sauces we do and things like that, you can see it happening real time. That's probably not gonna work very well, but we could even just do like a quick layer on top of it to color it, bring in like a purple and then do an opacity on like color, and maybe that's a little bit better. Maybe multiply.
I like where that's going.
No, not multiply. Soft light, hard light, nope. Saturation, nope. Color maybe.
Nice.
I'll just keep it monochromatic for right now. But you can start seeing how that might work. I was thinking even like if we wanted, I was trying to find images from like the medieval times about like Dante's Inferno or like the devil and flames and like cities and stuff, because I like that idea of being able to keep with the like very...
It's high, lofty, this falutant theme.
Exactly.
No, I do too. I think that that's really nice.
So I pulled this guy.
It feels right with the font chosen. Like...
Totally.
Having something a little bit more biblical in proportion.
So this is like a tarot card. So make sure whenever you're pulling images from things on the internet that they're actually not owned by other people or somebody else's work. Just make sure that you are getting everything from either a stock photo or a Creative Commons.
You're like, we do not condone stealing
Don't
images.
steal things. That's bad practice. But this is a great example of a really cool tarot card illustration that is free in the public domain and has complete license control that you can have. So you don't always have to buy a stock photo. You can actually find Creative Commons images. So you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah, I like that image quite a bit. It feels right.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Let's see if we can like crop it in an interesting way that maybe we can just get the devil into like the fire. I can pull that in. Of course, now I gotta like recrop it to get that little last edge out. Come on, guy. Let's go.
They're like, we got this. Come on.
I love whenever you're using the crop tool and it like snaps to the
wrong
oh gosh,
spot,
I know.
You're like, no.
I just wanted a pixel.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's see what, maybe even like bringing this in. Maybe I'll take this guy and put it on him.
Good pun, Dustin. The devil is in the details.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Brill.
So what's the ghost pepper color again? Ghost pepper is this like blue.
Yeah, it's purpley blue. I love it.
So maybe that guy needs to be like bigger. And then we start playing with size, and maybe this guy comes down to that. Maybe he needs to become...
It's looking good.
Command T to bring up my type layer, make them all caps.
Love it.
Probably, so I use Alt up to shorten the vertical height. Let's see what we've got going.
Looks really fun.
Yeah.
And when I say fun, I mean sexy.
Ooh.
It's a sexy ghost pepper poster.
Gotta get it going. Get a little bit closer. Maybe this guy needs to be like, I could see this being an insert potentially for a like pamphlet that we're doing. Where where it's like cropped.
Yeah, I love that image. I think it's great. You know, being able to find something that pairs well with the typography and helps to represent the seriousness of the heat of the pepper.
Yeah.
I think really helps to show just what you're creating.
Let's see here. I can...
Nice. Hey, James. How's it going? Katie Humble says, I like how this is looking.
Yay.
We have just a few minutes left before we're gonna look at all of the designs and give feedback. So make sure that you have submitted your daily challenge.
Maybe this guy needs to actually just be a full
bleed.
Full bleed. Just crop it a little bit more. So I also like doing the like dirty crop where you just throw on a layer mask on top of it. So I make a white layer and then I right click and put them together and make clipping mask. And then just go back, boom. Maybe this guy needs a little, maybe just a little hint of a saturation, just enough to like make the color consistency across the rest of the project. So then I'm going to turn down the opacity. It's just a little bit nice.
Yeah.
And then throw that behind that
Ghost
type.
pepper.
Maybe this guy needs to be shrunk down. And then I can pull in, like, make this feel like it's a informational booklet. So I'll say like, oops. The history of
the ghost pepper.
Make it sound like a drama film or something. It'd be great. So then just center align those, alt right click, whatever, it's a center align. But then, I'm not sure how I like where this is going right now, so I want to make sure that I move him up really quickly. I can open up the appearance mask. Where's the mask? Where did my mask go?
You're like, hey there, mask.
You were here, and then you're not. Well, oh, there we go. So I'm just gonna pull him up a little bit so that the type can breathe. Move it up, and then Command B, post that layer back. I might even just change that. So we got 29 seconds.
I love how you're counting down. I was like, don't worry, we'll have time after we look at all this. You can keep going. We'll have a good 20 minutes afterwards. It's so funny.
Still think it might need to actually just be a dark purple layer.
Yeah. Ooh. So good and moody.
So moody. There we go. Close enough for
Ghost
right now.
pepper.
Save your files, kids.
So cool.
Did it with a second to spare.
Yeah, you did. All right, let's take a look at Discord. We are in here, and today's challenge was to create a pattern or texture or grab one and apply it to the badge. So yesterday we looked at all of the badges. Today we are looking at textures. So let's see.
The Cthulhu. Nice. I like that you also looks like you brought in your badge from yesterday as well.
Yeah, right? Pretty cool. And the duplication of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Versus Rosemary.
Trying to do a spicy one. I like it.
Ooh. A Star is Born.
Interesting. I like
the. This is the draft of where it was brought from.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I like the duplication of the stars throughout it. I think the type gets a little bit hard to read on the Stars Born in that, I guess, is a moon or like an asteroid.
Yeah, it might be from this is
That's
a little
true.
bit difficult to read, so maybe just
That's
finding a different image to pattern on there if you want it for legibility.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
C or J Lewis. Ooh.
All right, you're cheating.
Before pattern, after pattern.
You're placating to Voodoo Val's love. This is not.
Yeah, I know. These are all space themed. I'm like,
This-
But the badge itself was space themed.
That's
I mean,
true.
Come on.
But like the lightsabers,
Yeah. That's pretty
I can see
clever though. This is like a
Val
little.
needs to come in here and like give high fives.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Nice work, J. Lewis. All right, let's see. John JT.
Okay.
Oh yeah, a little very pattern.
I don't know why it reminds me of the like video game Doom, like the
Oh,
green
yeah.
helmet that he wears. It reminds me of that a bit.
I don't know that game, but I was like, oh yeah.
I'm gonna drop a lot of random game
I
talk.
mean, it's more like protest march.
Yeah.
This reminds me of like Che Guevara.
Oh, that's true. It's like a more.
Yeah. Space badge from yesterday with the
Oh,
pattern
nice.
as a background.
It's a great way of like using your patterns and textures to like help bring those badges to life a little bit more.
Voodoo Veil says 10-point Slytherin. Tan 2019. Super. More like a space
Ooh,
bib,
okay.
he
Oh,
says.
yeah.
I'm like,
Nice.
totally, space bib. You wear that and make sure that everything slides off when you eat too much.
Yeah, it's like the almost like the Wakanda.
Oh, yeah.
chest plate.
Yeah. Or like those Balinese necklaces.
Mhm.
They're like,
Yeah, yeah.
they're very cool. Nice job. I like that the pattern is all beveled. John JT, part 2, decided to design a pattern with the shape tool and layer it in.
Nice. I like that
Nice.
everybody's like pulling in the space for a little extra texture.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And extra bevels too.
Yeah.
All sorts.
That's cool. I like the framing. The frame is a nice touch.
All right, let's see. Lynn.
I suck at the pin tool. The pin tool in Photoshop is such a pain. I still don't
You'll
use
get
it that
there.
often.
You'll get there.
I'd rather use any other tool.
No worries. Just keep practicing. That's all we can say. We were all there before.
Yeah.
Everyone who starts with the pen tool, it takes a long time to get those Beziers and
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
start in Illustrator pin tool and get the
Yeah.
basics down because
yeah.
it'll teach you quickly.
All right, Freddie. Let's see. Oh, orchid in space. Nice. Space
Nice.
orchid. Although I missed the bevel on this top one. It seems like the lighting direction is opposite from the ones below it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Can't you do like a global lighting too?
Mm-hmm.
So you might have like just had it turned off on that one versus the other ones are all global lighting.
Yeah.
So it might be a good thing to think about.
Whoa.
The 3-finger swipe.
I didn't do that, did I?
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa.
It's your desktop thing. It's,
Oh. Sorry about that, guys.
yeah,
I was going into hyperdrive.
there you go. We're going platinum speed.
Space cowgirl.
Oh, cool.
All right.
That's a good use of using the astrological
Super cute.
charts. Is that what they're called? Cartography?
Not sure where bevel. Oh, there's a little bevel in there. Yeah, in here.
Yeah, on the
And even around.
planet.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I like that. That's like artwork.
Yeah.
Totally. All right, and I think we have a few more. Ken Colley.
Nice.
Ooh, this is like a bustier.
Interesting.
I was like, Ken, this is very nice.
You can also a good way to do. I know that's probably not the goal of this challenge or not, but you can bring in your own metal like tool the images from Photoshop or Google and put them in there, and then use those to like texture and mask and give you a little bit more of the like distressed or textured feel instead of it being super uniform.
Totally.
That might just help make it feel a little bit
Rough it
more
up a little.
realistic and
Yeah. I like
give you
that.
that little extra detail.
Nice. And then we've got, let's see. Whoa, Moody. This is a different way to bevel them. You're getting a whole different experience.
Yeah, and you got the drop shadow on it as well.
Yeah, super crazy. Lambs, abstract space pattern. Oh yeah, we saw that one in there.
Nice.
Cool.
I could see that being on like you could put that on a pillowcase mock-up.
Totally.
And it could look really good in like a lot
Yeah,
of these modern
That'd be
apartments.
so cool. Oh, and Valeris, this is really nice.
Yeah. Good use
Very
of
simple
showing, and the gradient on the
Mhm.
right side of it helps with the light a bit. So nice job.
Yeah, nice job, everyone. This is great. Fantastic work. And
Yeah.
keep it up. Tomorrow's challenge number 3, so keep going. All right. So let's hop back onto your screen and see
Perfect.
where we are. We've
So-
got some ghost pepper to work out.
We got a little history of the ghost pepper guy working
History
out.
of the ghost pepper. I love
This
it.
is like a novel as well. So we can start playing with like, what does this actually look like? So I'm gonna treat this. I'm gonna make this white. Maybe use this as like, because we're using the type as our system for this brand. So doing editorial content might be a really good way of like giving that extra reader content so that they understand what's happening in the spice world.
Totally. Spice world.
Spice world.
I was like, we got that. I was like, what is happening in the spice world? When are they going to reboot that again?
I swore I just saw something about them.
I
the
think
other
I
day.
did too. I was very excited. I was like, oh, wow. It's like that took me back, Spice Girls. Yeah.
Did you
So
just
good.
at the Spice Girls?
Yeah, I did. I was
No,
like,
no.
yeah. Spice Girls. Couldn't help myself.
What an era.
What an era. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I was on very polar opposites when the Spice Girls came out because I was like really deep into listening to Radiohead. And then Spice Girls came out and I was like, oh, but they're good too. And I was like, I'm so torn. I mean, I know I can listen to both, but they're just very different feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Spice up your life. Dustin Reed gets that. Good with the puns, man. This is very good.
For Alex, is the Chili's photo overlapping text okay? Is it
He's like
about readability?
readability.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's like, no one's gonna read this anyway.
Yeah, right now I'm just like making pretty things. Like there's like a part when like you start getting really into editorial design where you're just like,
You're like, I'm not there yet.
it needs to be form and it needs to be function. But mostly if you want people to be really engaged and you want to win a design award for editorial, it's got to be mostly form.
You're so funny.
It's like, I don't know, if you look at like the Behance for like editorial work, it's not typically like always
Legible?
just super legible. It's like, what are you doing? It's gorgeous work, but right now we're just trying to see what the brand does. If I was really having readability issues with it, we could either lower the background image a little bit more. And this is kind of just a placeholder, but I was thinking even like,
Oh, right, because your other ones hadn't loaded yet.
it's correct.
We could check and see if they did. Maybe
We
that'll
could.
do it.
I was wanting, what I would do with this anyways is I want this to feel like it's a printed booklet anyways. So what I would do is I would add in a little bit of noise with it and then lower the opacity of the image just a tiny bit as well. So it feels like it's recessed into the paper
Nice.
so that you would have a little bit more of that readability on top with the black typeface.
Nice. I'm in love with that image. I mean, not because it's so evil, but because it's just a really good find.
Yeah. It's
Voodoo
still
Val,
every
the Slytherin in me came out. I'm like, I really like that image. Ooh.
What the great betrayal.
Oh, yes. That's great.
Oh my gosh. Where is the
All.
type autocorrect?
They don't have autocorrect in.
They just added it.
Did they?
But I haven't turned it
What?
on because I am.
Don't worry, I'll dictionary it for you.
Thank you. Betray.
Betray all. A-L. Y-A-L.
There we go.
No.
What?
T-R-A-Y.
BT.
T-R-A-Y. A-L. No. B-E-T-R-A-Y-A-L.
It's done. It's done.
The history death. Again, like you said, like this is just for fun.
Yeah.
The beginning of death. The beginning of the end of the death of
Exactly.
the ghost pepper. I love it. Hey, look, we know that designers aren't writers.
Yeah, but you can sometimes like, I've met some designers who just love writing all this
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
stuff.
do.
And it's like, oh man, I just want to make it.
I love it.
Now.
I'm like, I'm going to write the copy for this. And then I get stuck writing the copy. And I'm like, ooh. Oh, Courtney Lukacs says, thank you to whoever put autocorrect in Adobe. I love you.
Have you figured out how to put it in? Because I haven't.
That'll be the next session.
Yeah, exactly.
The beginning, the tragedy, the death. I love it.
Something like that one.
It's so fun. So good. Well, this is perfect. We have about 10 more minutes, so we've got just enough time to make this preface.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that this is not a spelling stream.
No, it's not.
Because I would have been out a long time ago with my
Case everyone
habanero.
disagrees. She's like, no writing for
No
me.
copywriting?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. A lot of people feel the same way.
Oh, too funny. Tim Obese lorem ipsum dolor sit happens.
That's true.
That's so good. Tim, did you make that up? That's really funny. I want that on a t-shirt. In Helvetica, obviously.
Obviously.
So good. Oh, Tim. I'm just gonna have to say it. So good. So good. Oh yeah, it's under edit spelling. You can turn auto on.
That's what I was looking for. Spelling, auto check spelling. Great. Now we have beautiful
You're like,
red
great.
on
You're like,
everything.
now
That was from
there's-
Wiki.
Thanks a lot,
Wikipedia.
Courtney.
There we go.
You're like, that was real good. Now we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Now we'll get all the habaneros.
Yeah. Dang it.
You're
Too
like, maybe
late.
we shouldn't zoom out. Don't do it.
Nope. We're stuck here now. This is all we
Yeah.
can see, guys.
If we zoom out, all we're going to see is red highlights.
Yeah. Which is a design aesthetic that I obviously chose.
Yes. And then Joey Maloney says that it's edit spelling, auto check spelling. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You're like, oh yeah, I got that.
I got that now. Doesn't help me because I'm
Not
gonna still
one
mess it up.
bit.
I'm gonna just not pay attention to it anyways.
Nope, I wouldn't either. Too funny. You guys are great today. I love chat.
I love Lamp. It's a great movie.
I do too. Ruben Denberg is asking, what is this font?
This font is called Moneta. Moneta.
Moneta.
Moneta Mobeta.
Let's see. Yes. Designed by Edwin Hewitt. You can get it on My Fonts or Urban Fonts. Nice. Very nice font.
It's a nice font. It has a nice like little editorial feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it in black though.
No?
It is currently. Maybe I do, but maybe I don't.
No black letter for you.
I love black letter. Oh my god. It's like I have a really hard time finding it or even trying to make it. Leon Ingram, who's a guy I've worked with a bunch and is a rad dude. He does incredible black lettering, incredible just like lettering in general.
You should check out Boogie Paper.
Boogie Paper.
Oh yeah.
Who is that?
Julian Priest. He's an amazing
Oh.
letterer.
That Julian?
No.
Oh.
French.
Oh.
Yes. You guys should all check him out. He's very, very talented in black letter and beyond.
So for some reason now I don't like the table of contents being so prominent. Feels like it needs to just be a little bit lighter.
Alexandra Hetherington is saying, what are you making now? Are we done with bottles?
We are kind of sort of done with the bottles. I'm gonna work on them off stream. I want to just see how like now that we got the bottles kind of done in dimension,
Ooh,
and it's
looks good.
little spicy, a little nice.
Did we ever render those out?
We didn't do an official render because my computer would probably die. But we kind of had a good sense of it. So I'm going to work on dimension on a computer that can handle
You're like,
rendering
not
a little
here.
better, without making my lap burn or like just the heat come off my computer and burn my fingers.
The hot pepper heat.
The
I mean,
hot pepper
it
heat.
totally knows what it's designing right now.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, look, you're designing some spicy stuff. I'm going to burn down the
I'll
house.
give you a little extra, which is great.
We're like, how did we melt the green room?
Yeah, exactly.
Your computer got
Oh,
set
we're
on
just
fire
gonna-
from its hot sauce.
It'll just be this guy for the rest of the stream.
yeah,
Here. Just,
this is fine.
it's fine.
Yeah, I love that guy.
It's so good.
So perfect for this stream.
But now we're just kind of, because we don't have like an official logo and the brand is essentially the type system, we're trying to build out a collateral system that works with the bottles and any marketing collateral so we can see like a larger
I love that.
brand perspective.
Look at that, the history of the ghost pepper. This is great. I think it's also important if we're going to charge like $25 for this bottle, which
at
I
least.
highly recommend
Yes.
we do, that
mean,
there
the
comes a
typeface alone.
pamphlet with it that talks about the history of the pepper, the
Yeah.
history of the farm, and the
I could-
plantation that this pepper is grown on, etc.
I could see this becoming like a really nice like subscription thing where you get like one really nice hot sauce packaged really
Totally.
nicely
Limited amount.
every month,
Yeah, it's
and
a
you get
limited
like
run.
a pamphlet about it.
Hello, Marcus. Greetings from Germany. Thank you.
Greetings. Guten
Guten Morgen?
Morgen?
Or
Talk?
Tag?
Not? I don't.
Guten Tag.
What time is it there?
I think it's
Probably nighttime, right?
nighttime. Yeah.
Daytime? Nighttime. I need more dramatic words.
Preface is not dramatic enough.
Well, I need to like. I like the like.
Oh, death.
like I just duplicated it, so I need more dramatic words.
More dramatic words,
What do you have for me,
team.
chat?
What is it? Yeah. Let's see. The breakdown.
Hinged oat box. Yeah, I was thinking like a black box where it, like unveiled and on top of it was like a very Apple unboxing feeling where you got this beautiful editorial thing on
I
top
like
of it.
that. Destruction.
Destruction.
That's
Ooh,
good.
I like
Doom.
that.
Kerwin's in with it. Destruction. Doom. Oh my goodness. Oh, you did not. We were talking about wings
That's
so much
amazing.
yesterday that Paco
Right.
just brought spicy hot
This
wings.
is ghost pepper. So
Ghost
no
pepper?
way.
Okay, so there's ghost pepper spicy hot wings. And this is like just around the time where we're wrapping up the show, isn't it? Oh my God. Okay, so
Okay.
you're going to eat those.
Oh yeah, we both are.
Are we? I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
you can't
It's
just
so
sit here and
hot.
not.
wrap up, give like a closing.
Yeah, give a closing.
and then
Let's-
we
let's-
can eat
let's-
one.
And then we'll
Deal.
Ooh, my hands are behind my back. Oh my goodness.
Okay, we're going to cry.
It goes
I don't
from-
wanna cry.
It goes from most spicy to least spicy.
Oh,
So
good.
least
I start
spicy.
here.
So that's least spicy. then
And that's
we
most.
go
Oh,
to-
jeez. Okay.
Okay.
Whew, okay.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap this up and then cry.
Okay. Let's show what you've done so
Yeah.
that we can say this is
This is
fine.
amazing. Holy, wow. God, I'm so nervous. This is insane.
I'm nervous too. Okay.
All right. So anyways, we've built a type-based system. We've explored what not to do for hot sauces. We've explored what to do for hot sauces.
Your voice is like cracking now. You're like, ah.
If you smell these, chat.
Yeah, we can
they're-
smell them.
They're spicy. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So anyways, we tried different explorations throughout with some serifs, not serifs. Thank you.
Paco just brought in water off screen.
Perfect.
Thank you.
And we also laid out some Scoreville, tried out a bunch of different things, brought them into Dimension, tried our type fit.
You're
our
like, I
color
can't
system.
concentrate on
can't.
what I did, you
It's-
guys. There's a lot of wings.
I don't know how they do it for a whole Hot Ones episode. Like, I can't even do this now.
I don't know.
So anyways,
My
color
eyes are
palettes-
starting to burn.
I don't think she's going to handle this very well.
I don't think
No.
so either. I don't do spice.
We got to tap out. So we started building out the actual Dimension files, explored what that looks like, how to adjust your
Beautiful.
lighting, everything like that.
So good.
And then started working on some editorial collateral. So definitely check out my Behance, follow there. I'm going to do a whole Dimension case study and photo study and collateral build out for this whole project anyways.
This is great.
And it should be a lot of fun.
Super fun. I'm like already like very worried.
So this is how Alex and Kristine die, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
on film death.
Oh my God.
Like 2 deaths have happened from this hot sauce.
Yeah,
So you guys
exactly.
are gonna witness both of them.
Perfect. Look at that.
Okay,
We gotta get that out of that Zoom.
Yeah.
Look at that chat.
Yeah, this is real.
So it goes from
not as spicy,
to
okay.
spicy.
Are we
You
starting?
don't have to if you want to, but
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
We gotta
okay,
do it.
let's
All right,
go.
let's do it.
All right.
So what's the first one? Do you know?
that one's mango habanero.
That's nice.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And then it goes Korean hot.
Okay, I'm gonna like try to power through these so that chat's not watching me just digest.
Yeah, right? Chat, we're just eating here. This isn't a design show. This is so, what's that hot show?
Hot ones.
Hot Ones.
Hot ones
This is
inspired
Adobe Hot Ones.
Behance.
Take a bite of each.
So which one's this guy? Korean?
Korean, I think. Korean hot sauce.
Oh, it's got a kick.
They're all really yummy. I feel like this is not the death that chat
But
wanted
you're
to see.
from Texas.
Oh my God.
What?
You're like, eyes are watering.
Are they? I was like, that one's spicy, guys. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Korean one is awesome.
I really
The
like
first
the
one's
Korean
awesome
one
as
too.
well.
That one's jalapeno.
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 Okay.
Okay.
Second most.
These are actually the prettiest wings I've seen in a very long time.
Okay.
Okay. That was really good.
That's good too.
Alright, and then grand finale.
All right, the grand finale. Ghost pepper. Man, I'm like scared of it, but the other ones haven't been that hot. So
I can't do the ghost pepper. I'm too scared.
you can do it. You're on the last one.
I
You
just
get to
finished
like.
all my water.
All right.
That was too hot.
Ugh.
Help me, it was too hot. Oh my god.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god. Are you crying yet?
Not at all.
Are you
That one's
sure?
actually a lot hotter than the other ones.
Yeah, it's
But it's
Ghost.
not- it's not that bad.
You just talked about the death of people.
Yeah, I mean, I might be crying like as I
Don't
get on my
touch
plane.
anything on your keyboard. Oh my gosh, that would be the end of
It's
you.
a good reminder.
Right?
Chat, don't do this and type.
Chat, never do this
Yeah, it's
at
great.
all.
Thank you, Adobe, for
Yes.
such an incredible wings.
So this happened. I'm like really warm.
Val is not impressed,
Val.
but yeah, these are
I can't
bomb.
do it.
Okay, the
Is it-
heat's like starting
It's
to kick
starting?
in.
Okay, I was just about to pick it up, and then
But-
you just said that, and I was like, I can't do it. That was my I'm scared dance. Chat,
All done too.
Adobe.
Ghost pepper's gone.
You want mine? Go for two.
Oh,
Go
man.
for two.
I think I'm okay.
We're gonna go for two.
The poor person on the plane is gonna be sitting next to me, and I'm just gonna be sweating, and they're gonna be like, "What's wrong with him?"
And we're gonna be like, well, here's what happened.
And coughing is bad, right? You shouldn't cough.
Don't
Because I have like an itch in my throat.
Really?
And like the coughing is supposed to be
Here.
bad for you, right?
Sorry, I was holding all
yeah.
the napkins.
Thank
I
you.
was like, do you need one?
This was amazing though. This is so much fun.
So good, you guys.
I'm
All
really
right.
into these. I haven't
Well,
ate today.
we've had such a great show these last 2 days with Alex Lazaris from We Are Lazarus. Please come back next week. It's gonna be a fun time. I'll actually be here next week designing live, so I'll be a guest instead of a
Good.
host. It'll be fun, yeah. I'm not
exciting.
gonna have hot wings, but we will have kombucha, so totally different show.
happening now. You see me like crying.
Yes, thank you, Alex, so much. This
Thank
has
you,
been
guys.
wonderful. We'll just wrap this up by eating hot
Thank you, Adobe.
Thank you, Adobe.